Yeah.
You should be
let's
streaming.
Load up.
Let me just have a look.
Well, yeah, I was going to say I'll load up the Twitch app quickly on my phone, so it should come up showing you guys, showing the page active. I'm still logged into my personal. Come on. It's not coming up with SLR streaming.
You are live.
It's not showing up.
Go to the page itself.
That's what I'm looking for.
You followed it.
SLR F1. Yeah, I do. Summit League Racing. That's not right.
There you go. Sunday League Round 3 Vietnam. Live channels SLR F1 Twitch.
There we go. It's come up now.
There you go. All said. Live channels SLR F1 There you go. There you go.
Right, we know that that's working, so I'm going to turn that off to keep the speed going. And then it's just a case of waiting for everybody. We'll have to move that fucking sign. I don't know how to move the streaming thing around. I'll have to stay in the bottom corner. Getting an echo off you, dude.
Try now.
Hello?
Hello.
No, that's better.
Probably from where I'm sat.
Who's lead commentator? I guess it's me lead commentating, innit? I've got no choice.
You are lead commentator. I am just a
Going
join.
solo.
I'm just a join while I am banned from everything.
Keep him entertained for half hour.
Yeah, keep you company. Just chat shit.
Yeah. Oh, right then. Let's get into Hanoi.
Yes.
Hanoi from hell, as I call it.
Shits from
I
shit.
do not like this track.
And retire from session.
And we are ready to go.
I don't like this pit. Never have done.
It's an odd pit. Who do we have coming out of the garage first? Who's going to be the first one out? Oh.
It is Billy. Bills. Followed by
Frozen White and Buck Kangaroo.
Buck Kangaroo, yeah. And Frozen White.
We'll
So
jump on
even
board
though
Billy
they've
and let
both
him
got the same
ride.
livery, they've got two different coloured greens.
That is odd. I think that might be where the slight difference in the
Oh dear, Reese.
Reese is going to have these issues all over again. Lovely job.
He needs to stop looking at his phone. Unsociable bastard.
Yeah, I think Kangaroo and Frozen, because you can't actually specify which type of green it is. There'll always be a slight difference.
There'll be a slight difference, but you can get near similar, whereas that's just a dark green versus a light green.
To me, they look pretty damn similar. One of the Frozen's is definitely a more fluorescent than Kangaroos, but that's as far as it goes. We're going to jump down to Mr. Kangaroo, actually, as he exits the last corner. And he's going to start the first flying lap.
Remember to brake, Curtis. He's gone very deep.
He went deep. Yeah, it was very deep. I think he forgot to downshift the gear. I usually take that one in gear 2 myself.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bounced off the wall.
Already some damage. To get to open DRS, there he goes.
He has taken the M plate off of his green machine.
Well, to be fair, he has gone.
And he cut that corner quite a bit heavy. Well, I would have expected that, in all honesty, from
that's
the
the
person
only
who was first in the
well, it's a positive. He went purple sector 1.
The longest straight in the world. The DRS has
retired. He's not banned. I'm banned.
Interesting to find out what goes on, what the reasoning behind that was. Just going to jump to.
And he's gone purple sector 2 as well.
He's gone purple sector 2.
Yeah,
this is quite an appalling lap from Curtis here.
I know, fastest out of 18 people. That is,
you can see the end plate not having the full downforce effect there.
Let's see if he can go for his corner in the wall, which I can't do. He touches it, but
139.1 is the time to beat. He will definitely come back in.
And goes a 136 straight off the bat.
And then Billy jumps him as well, 136.6. Let's see who else we've got. Who have we got coming up towards the end now?
Shadow Vipers.
Shadow Viper. There he is. He comes into the penultimate corner. A little bit deep. He has no ERS left.
The RF1.
It all up already.
It's a mistake that he's retired. So.
Demon goes fastest with a 135.8.
Nice sweat fuse.
Straight in behind him is Shadow Viper with a 135.8 himself. 200ths of a second separate them.
A little surprise.
Mike Legend has just gone fastest with a 135.7.
The sheep are pushing him along. Mr. Wales. Great lap that from Mike.
Yeah.
Well, surprised at Shadow Viper with the pace that he's had the first 2 races. I thought he'd be clear of the pack.
Mr. Taylor comes across the line and goes 4th fastest with a 135.9.
Fanny, 136.2. Go on, Ireland.
He is going for another quick lap then.
Got a rep for the teammate there. Still for races is the next one, but he's invalidated.
Billy's just started a new flying lap, I believe.
How was he invalidated on this track?
It is actually possible to do.
Where are you going? You go wide, you hit a wall.
You can, if you're looking at Frozen, turn 4 you can invalidate on by cutting that. And then turns 5 and 6, that sharp chicane at the end of this bit before the weird loop left-hander. You can invalidate on those.
Wow. Well, if I see anyone, including myself, but I probably will get one because I always find them, getting multiple warnings then I'll be very, very, very surprised. That Mark
And you can also get it at... You can actually get an invalidation on this corner as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
On Frozen.
And
Frozen goes
Mike's...
round and takes his wing off. Oh dear, that's going to mess up the lap for everybody else.
At least he's moving.
He is moving, that is true. That is unfortunate, but that did mess up the lap for...
That Marco's retired.
Grezza was on an outlap, and I'm hoping so was...
Helmut Marko just hit the wall,
Halliday.
coming on a very long straight. He's just veered off to the right and hit the wall.
He puts in the fastest lap.
God,
and hits a 1:35.4.
That's very quick. 3 tenths.
He has no visual damage on the front of his car, so he should be alright. Mike has retired from the session. He's confident.
I would be with that time. It's a very good time. I think that's close to my time trial.
I couldn't tell you what a fast time he is.
Well, that's my time trial
time. Goes a little bit deep on his outlap.
Out of everyone I've got on F1, Billy has the fastest time trial with a 1:33, so I would expect him to be up there. Yeah, that time from Shadow Viper
1:35.2 as Demon or Fuse retires with a 1:35.8. He's obviously got the confidence that he's going to be in Q2.
That's a that seems a more realistic time for Shadow Viper. Does that?
We're on board with Grezza as he goes down the longest straight in the world. Can I... Joshy. Have we lost Josh?
No, I'm still here.
No, you said can you and then you cut out, mate.
Oh.
Didn't know what you were asking.
Oh, I was just having a look at Helmut Marko. It looks, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like he's got a little bit of damage on his...
Grezza jumped to the top of the leaderboard with a 1:35.1.
Wow, that is very good. A very good lap there from Grezza.
Any damage from Helmut Marko there?
On his outlap, he did touch the wall randomly. It's like it was like he dropped his pad and just he goes fastest sector 2
with that lockup on the hairpin as well. It doesn't look like he's got any damage to me from what I can see. But we're going to jump on board with him for the last 2 corners and see how he takes them. Drops it into second as he locks up again.
They'll touch the wall. Nowhere near
He kept that very tight. And he must have invalidated somewhere because I got a 1:39.4. That's a very slow lap. Is he going to be going around for a second one? He locked up as well on that first call. He's locking up a lot.
So Reese, exactly on his first lap, just coming towards the end of sector 2. And that shows he's gone purple to 2.
Who was that gone purple?
Reese. See, Reese will have an advantage at this track because he is on the wheel, especially for sector 3. Reese is quick everywhere, but sector 3 is where his advantage will be.
Yeah, I actually find sector 3...
As that time shows.
A 1:34.7, that's an impressive time. He can go back to the pits and retire on that, I'm pretty sure. What do you reckon the tactics are going to be for Q2?
I reckon there'll be a sandbagging.
Sandbagging on the mediums.
Very much sandbagging.
Who else is on a flyer? Helmut Marko still on his second attempt to improve on that 1:39.4.
On the basis of these first few times, which we've seen from everyone so far who hasn't actually set a lap.
Yeah,
Besides, obviously, the dark mark.
139.1 from Helmut Marko there. He hasn't really improved that much. He even found 0.3 of a second. I think there's... you can tell who's done a lot of time on this track and who's a little bit green, to be fair.
Who are you lobbying the curse of the commentator on?
Oh, well... Shadow Viper, I'm going to give it to.
Shadow?
As DRS Elite will not be making it. After watching the Bahrain round last week, DRS and Shadow Viper, they're on a different level.
Yeah.
Last week, so I would have gone for one of them too. Seeing as VRF Elite's actually retired by accident.
You weren't here when we did the practice race at Spain and the qualifying. The qualifying was bright sun, nothing wrong with the weather whatsoever, and in the race it was the wets. And at the end of the qualifying, they were at least 2 seconds faster than every single one of us.
Righty.
They were very quick.
We're on board with Goomba.
Goomba!
We'll
filling in for Rashi, I believe.
See whether if he can improve on a 137.8 as he drops it down into gear 1 to go around the nastiest hairpin in F1 history. Because for some reason you have absolutely no grip coming out of that corner whatsoever. So drop it down into 3 as he takes the 90-degree right-hander into sector 3. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, 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 right. Oh, I get confused. I can't. Yeah,
this sector, it is made for wheels.
Oh, he bombs it into the pits.
2-lap old tyres. I don't think he was really going to improve on that time.
Frozen White is he coming round? He is. He should be setting a time. He's really slow though. He's on a 136, so I'm wondering whether he's messed up somewhere. He's going to come round and take a second stab at it. He did a 141.3 there. That's 4 seconds off of his best time.
And that was on a brand new set of tyres.
On track. He must have made a mistake somewhere.
Oh.
As his teammate almost gets in the way.
Curtis.
Oh, how kangaroo! That is unfortunate for you guys.
There's going to be some beef in their garage.
0.3 slower on that first sector due to Kangaroo popping out of the pit lane when he did. That is unfortunate. Let's see whether Frozen retires. Can improve even. Ideally, you would have wanted Kangaroo out a little bit further just to give him the toe down the straights, but Kangaroo's actually getting the toe off of him on his outlap, which is Kangaroo will be able to jump up if he can keep that with Frozen's in-lap. As
he is
as
2 tenths
actually
quicker.
Gone 0.2 quick. Yeah, he's 2 tenths quicker. He has improved. It's whether he can hold it through this sector, which always, when you get the flow of it, it is a very nice sector. When you don't get the flow, it's horrendous. You lose so much time.
For me, it was finding the right gears to actually for each corner.
It's
because
136.6, so Frozen stays where he is, but he improves by 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, for me in that sector, it
is
finding the right gears for each of them. Because every time I go around, I feel like I'm in a different gear in each corner.
6th, 5th, 4th. That's how I take it through the long.
I could be 7, 6, 3,
right, left,
and then
right.
4, 5, 8. I don't know. Everything, every kind of gear.
Kangaroo has actually lost quite a bit of time. He's gone 0.8 up on his first lap time though, as he takes a lot of curb. And that's going to slow him down in sector 2, and ideally he really wants Frozen to be giving him the toe down this back straight to improve.
I mean, everyone is through. So
everyone is through, yeah. But I think.
But I wouldn't. probably wouldn't have come out on the new tyres.
I think Kangaroo just wants to see what he can do, in all honesty. He's a second quicker on his previous lap time, so he'll jump to a 1:38.1 going off his sector 1 and 2 time. He nearly bounces it off the wall.
If it wasn't for his sector 1, he probably might be quicker than Goomba and Halliday.
We'll see how he goes through sector 3 as he drops it down into 4th, and will drop it down into gear 2 as he comes around the last corner very wide.
Ooh.
Gets down on the throttle. Will he keep it out?
Touches the wall.
No, he doesn't. He does touch it. And he gets 137.6. He goes quicker. He goes up to 13th, which I think will definitely see the end of it. Unless he's going to go for another one now. Just straight up go for a second one on his current set of tyres. See whether he's got the fuel, and he should have the ERS for it.
I think this is the case of race pace now.
He did pop his DRS open. I didn't see his first sector time on that. He does have Frozen very close behind him. Who else has come out? Billy's come out on 3-lap old tyres. So this will be the last time that they do anything, as Kangaroo's definitely backed off. He lifted at the DRS point. He has.
Yeah, he hasn't opened the DRS at all.
No. My number. Oh, he's gone round and into the wall. Oh dear, oh dear. I think he's just going to sit there and wait for the other car to pass him.
Yeah.
It's only his teammate behind him now, as we are going to see if we can quickly jump down to Billy and see what's going on with him.
SLR Taylor's
might be
quicker.
AI.
I think he may be
Jump
setting a
across
lap.
to Taylor.
Yeah, he is.
On the lap, you know. That is actually SLR Taylor that I was meaning to jump to, not Billy. He can keep it neat. He will run through from a 1:35.9. And he does get a 1:35.2.
SLR Taylor there.
He just pips his teammate by 0.2 of a second.
There will be some beef in the party there.
Time. Going to be definite questions going on, I think, in places.
I think these are the slowest 2 minutes of the qualifying, isn't it? Everyone finished.
Yeah, everyone's finished. Helmet marker in the pits. Kangaroo is... He must have finished by now. That must be AI. Yeah, it's got to be AI by the way that he's going through that sector there.
Just whilst we're waiting for everyone, what did you think of the Spanish Grand Prix today?
Couple of questionable strategies. I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with Alex Albon, in all honesty. I think he's... he needs to have a cooler head with everything that he does. Going for that overtake on Sainz, it was flashbacks of Austria with Hamilton, and there was another one at Silverstone, I believe.
Yes,
he
but
the inside of Magnussen.
He did do some great overtakes just before Cops.
Yeah, he did, agreed.
He did.
But he needs to have a cooler head. If we want to look back to Austria, I don't think Hamilton should have got the penalty, because Hamilton had no choice but to take the line that he did. Albon should have backed out and done the undercut. It wasn't fair on him to stick around the outside knowing Hamilton had the tighter line, which means he was going to be going wider into that corner. Same again with his overtake on Sainz. He said Sainz was playing dangerously, but Sainz left him room anyway, and he's going around the outside. Sainz doesn't have to give anything up. Albon is getting too pushy. I think personally, he's trying too hard to be on level with Max.
If Red Bull
do
decide to give Albon the chop, who would you, with the current drivers that are available, including test drivers that we're aware of, Van Dorn, obviously Hulk, who actually did quite well in the two, considering he had no practice
did.
whatsoever in Silverstone before he even jumped in the car. Nothing. He was even having problems with the seats. Who would you replace Albon with?
See, out of the current drivers, I'd say Hulk. Don't think Gasly's going to suit being in the Red Bull senior team.
Would they not
Don't think they'll
promote
bring.
one of the
I don't think they'll
AlphaTauri
bring Kvyat.
drivers again?
Well, it's Gasly or Kvyat.
Gasly has
I
actually
don't
been
think-
performing very well since he's gone back
But
into
this is
the
the thing:
Alpha.
as soon as he got demoted from Red Bull, 3 races later he sticks it on the podium, or a couple races later he sticks it on the podium in an AlphaTauri, or Toro Rosso as it was last season. So I think it's going to be a bit of a toughie, because I can't see them putting Kvyat back in that car, and it's going to be very unfair on Gasly if they do put him back with Albon, in place of Albon, because they'll just cut him if he's not good enough again.
There is always the chance
Al-
of. It's not something that I would immediately think that they
By
could
race.
do, but Vettel is available. I don't think they would. I don't think they'd go
I
down
don't
that
think they
avenue,
would.
but he is
No.
available.
Him and Verstappen would just it would be awful. Him and Verstappen.
There's always rivalries in F1 though, especially within the same garages.
It'll be another Hamilton Rosberg if they did that, and I don't think Red Bull would do that.
That's the
They've
thing,
had
though.
a
That's
similar
the thing,
point
though.
with
Rosberg.
Ricciardo and Vettel.
That's the thing, though. Rosberg pushed Hamilton. Bottas isn't exactly pushing Hamilton.
No, he's not. But I look at when the rules changed. You had Ricciardo come in and show Vettel up, and Vettel got annoyed with it, and all of a sudden Vettel leaves. Vettel couldn't drive the car as well as Ricciardo, so he left.
That's very true.
A couple of people straight out. I'm not quite sure why Halliday just decided to stop in the middle of the pit lane.
Because of the green car in front of him was leaving the garage at the same time.
So we are on board with Sofa Racer as he exits the pit lane. Such an awkward pit lane to the exit on, you're completely blind. So essentially you are under the control of the actual people on track.
Same again as last night. Don't count out the Scottish brothers.
No,
They are very.
They were unfortunate last
competitive
night
drivers.
as well.
Yeah. They will be out for blood. Or oil,
It'll
if
be
you want.
interesting to see what hydraulic fluid. Be interesting to see what happens when the steward inquiries with everything that happened last night comes back. With the Scottish brothers, because the incident with Eliminator was very unfortunate for both of them.
Yeah. We've got quite a mixed bag of tyres here.
I haven't loaded them up, actually, saying that, because it keeps resetting it.
We've currently got Helmut Marko on the soft, Fuse on the soft, Frozen, Savage, who's still in the pits, got out with the softs allocated, and Buck Kangaroo. Everyone else is on the mediums. I'm gonna watch Curtis, Buck Kangaroo. See what Curtis can do on those soft tyres. The apex almost looked like it clips a wall.
Apologies, I was saying goodbye to my daughter.
Yeah, it's alright.
Who are we jumping onto?
I'm watching Curtis at the moment on the softs. I want to see what he can do on the softs.
He is just is he in front of? He is in front of Sofa Racer.
He is in front. Yes.
Sofa Racer's going to have the DRS drag on him. I'm going to jump back to Sofa Racer as he is. Sofa Racer actually went faster than Curtis in the first sector there.
Don't lose it, Curtis.
What he comes out with.
Goes up in fence.
What did he pull as a sector time to sector 2 when he gets there?
108.2 from Curtis.
He is 0.5 slower than Sofa Racer on the medium compound. Sofa Racer did a 1.
This will be a 137 from Buck Kangaroo. Touches the wall, absolutely smashes into that one. Still does a 137.
136.8 from Sofa Racer there. Halliday drops into with a 138.2. I think there was a mistake there from Halliday somewhere. Must have been. Jump across with Reese as he goes through the hairpin towards the end of sector 2. It looks like in sector 1 for slow cars.
Fuse, 135.6.
There's a 107.4. That's good. We've got Reese coming in on the mediums though. He's gone purple in sector 2 as he comes through sector 3, which is going to be his benefit for using the wheel.
I don't think there'll be anyone faster in sector 3.
How many people use the wheel on the Friday leagues?
I believe it is only Reese on the wheel, but I'm not sure.
I use a wheel as well. I use wheel.
Aye.
I mean, actually,
there are other people who have
the
wheel. There are other people who have a wheel. Fuse has a wheel. Mike does, and so does Danny. But the pad does feel faster, especially for them.
I don't get on the pad. I need the wheel.
Reese.
The Reese did a 136.0. He's 0.4 off.
Yeah. Well.
0.3 technically.
Yeah. But on the mediums as well, which I don't know what the actual difference is. So the tyres, what they.
Well, Legend has gone fastest in sector 2 on the softs, so you'll see what.
Yeah, I would expect Mike to be in the low 35, maybe even a 34 here.
He pulled over at the line. 137.6.
Oh.
Interesting. That was bizarre. I'm not sure what that was. I think you need to have some words with your teammate across the carriage there, Josh.
Maybe a bit of sandbagging there.
I don't think there's a clear case of sandbagging if you're going to stop just before the line.
Probably not.
137.6. I would have thought he would have done a 135.6 or low 1 minute 35 if he hadn't have stopped there.
Was it a physical stop or just the gradually slow down?
Oh no, he was on the brake as he come out of that last corner.
And say if he was just gradually slowing down, I probably would have made a case for batteries, but no, maybe not.
It wasn't even just a lift off either. That was a full I'm on the brakes coming out of that last corner. As Danny cuts it very close as he starts his first flying lap on these medium tyres. I'm going to stick on board with him as he goes round.
Come on, Fanny, do it for Ireland.
Oh, he's mucked it up there. Gone very deep into turn 3, and that's cost him on turn 4. He's going to need a flying rest of the lap to have a competitive time. That would have cost him a good second or so, I reckon.
See, I don't understand why that says he's gone.
He's still gone purple.
Sector 1. Yeah.
I reckon there is a
I think that's his
going
personal.
on there. It should only be green if it's personal, though. It's purple is the fastest overall.
Let's say.
He's got traffic coming up to him at the end of this. Not sure who's going slow. I think there's four
it's
cars that have exactly the same blue. Guessing it's Halliday.
Is it Savage? It is Savage. Savage needs to get out of the way, especially it's gone purple sector 2.
I don't think that's right because he's on
No.
16 already. I think the graphics have glitched for us.
Oh, well done, Cody's.
As he's used up all of his ERS. Very.
I think that's the general case with Reese lost all his ERS at that point as well, so I think that's just a general.
Danny at 138.4. He will have to go around again to make sure that he is safe, especially with the amount of people on the softs.
He might want to jump onto the softs actually.
It's a better set. Turn 3 and turn 4 and turn 5.
Mike is coming out on brand new softs.
Mike obviously didn't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't have done if I'd have braked at the line. Fuse is confident.
I'm not surprised with their 135.6 there. Danny is definitely going to improve this lap as we lose Goomba. Not sure what happened there. As we watch Danny into the hairpin. Very neat. Very quick upshift to keep the traction under control as well. 107.6, he's gone 1.1 seconds quicker than his previous time. So he's on for a 137.3 as he smashes against the wall. Oh dear. Does that cause some end plate damage? It has taken the end plate off. He might be able to get through the lap without losing too much more time as his ERS is depleted once more.
It's at the same point where I think your ERS is just gone. I don't think it's something that can be helped.
He goes a 137.7, so he did lose a bit of time with that smash.
Mike's just about to start his lap.
Jump across to Mike as he comes across the line. We'll sort of more with him as he does his lap. Slam it down into gear 2 as he goes through the first hairpin, up into gear 3 to keep the traction. Try and keep it a nice easy turn, possibly pushing track limits there as he goes through turn 4 and gear 4 up to gear 5. Open the DRS nice and quickly and bomb it into gear 8. Here personally is where I would be turning the ERS down to nothing as I go through this sector, just to keep it. As Reese retires, he's obviously confident. Dropping into gear, no, he keeps it and goes up into gear 4 as he possibly clips the wall there as he comes out of that corner. ERS on hot lap, pushing into gear 8. Open the DRS now and give it the full beans as quick as he can.
I never even realised Shadow Viper went quicker than Reese on the mediums. He wasn't quicker.
He was, wasn't he?
Reese is
Mike is 0.3 up on his previous time.
Mike's going for P1 here. Or he should be.
Which is strange. I would have thought he'd have possibly...
He is quite close to dropping out though.
He goes second with a 135.7. 0.3 of a second slower than
that must have been a flying lap from Fuse there.
Yeah, I think Fuse definitely
sweated.
He's either sweated or he's got a flow going on somewhere. That was a very big.
But this is his least favourite track.
He has told me that already, and so has Danny.
Joint with Monaco.
We're gonna jump forward as Savage and SLR Taylor have yet to actually set a time. This is going to be their probable first and only lap. Savage on the softs and Taylor, who is coming on to the first DRS zone now, on the medium. So we're going to stick with Savage as he comes to the hairpin towards the end of Sector 2. Knock it down into Gear 2. Oh, he drops it into Gear 1. Interesting. There's a slow car coming out at the end of Sector 2. Cuts it very close to the wall and does a 137 dead on the softs. He should be safe, but we're going to jump back to Taylor quickly as he's coming through the last sector now. SLR Taylor went on a 137 dead as well. There is 0.02 of a second separating Greza on the softs on a 137.002 to SLR Taylor on a 137.004.
Still a quick time from Taylor, that.
It is. He's managed to split Greza and Savage, who are both on the softs, and Savage did a 137.045. As we come to the end, is there anybody who is on a flying lap? Greza might be.
Greza and Sofa, I believe.
Who are following each other on the track, so we will keep an eye with Greza. As he did a 108, I think, in that sector there. Ooh, Greza pits, as Sofa Racer has as well.
Sofa Racer, I think they both have train safe tyres there.
Looks like it. We'll see what Taylor does, whether he does another lap. No, he is going to bomb it into the pits as well, so that is the end of qualifying. We are going to lose Frozen White, Gumba, Danny, Kangaroo and Helmet Marco out of qualifying now.
Alright, Mr. Flooded.
Bloody.
How we doing, Mr. Flooded?
I'm right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, mate, I'm smashing.
How's the stream going?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. There's a bit of beef. There's a bit of beef.
Yeah, there's a couple of teammate clashes going on.
What's happening?
Well, I'll just watch the stream back. I'm too lazy to recap. No, there's gonna be some.
Comedy what Danny's put in the chat. Kevin invited Danny.
Yes, you can. Well, just join. Well, in fact, just join off me. Oh no.
It won't let me.
Ah, you prick. You appearing offline again? You are. Stop appearing offline.
Invite party then. Easier.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when
Your house gets flooded.
you get somebody joining halfway through.
Yeah, exactly.
As we just wait for the last 5 seconds of the time to tick off for the end of qualifying.
Anyway. Josh, are you going to stay for the race? Are you going?
I will be going. I will not interfere because as I hit multiple walls in Sector 3, I will be sweating badly.
See, this is why I really want to set up a like a radio thing somehow. Be amazing just to see that.
Oh, I'll take so I don't end up racing.
You will have to censor me if you ever do the radio thing.
I'm not sure how that would.
I'll just say beep. I won't actually swear. I'll just say beep.
Somebody won't let me even ready up. I have to leave and join again.
Oh.
Oh no, there we go. It's still becoming through.
Oh. Well, okay. More beef. More beef. Right. OJ. Who is your commentator, Chris?
Where's the beef?
I'm commentator Curse in Shadow Viper.
Still,
What happened to Elite? I saw something in the chat about
he crashed and retired on his outlap, I believe. Oh, Jay, stop stirring the beef. For God's sake, it's salt.
This it's not needed, man.
It's salt based. Oh man.
I don't understand what's going on personally, but
Oh, Salt Bay, just dropping the salt everywhere. Stop it.
I would put a Salt Bay in the GIF in the chat, but I can't be arsed.
If you're gonna cook some beef, I'll have it medium rare, please. Bit of blood.
yeah, that's how my missus likes it.
Ah, lovely. Bit of blood.
I like my blue personally.
Ah, just tear at it. Tear at it with your teeth.
Well, we have
What is going
Sofa
on?
Racer
This-
first out on track.
We do, and we are on board
Yeah.
with Sofa Racer.
Well,
As
everyone's
I
still.
try to
Everyone,
actually
yeah.
diffuse. I'm trying to diffuse a separate situation. So Jay, if you wanna jump on and commentate on Sofa Racer, as it is locked on his.
Everyone is still
Alright,
out
Halo
for
cam.
myself.
As he comes into the final corner nil, and he runs from the corner and he puts the power on quite early, to be fair to him. Now comes up to turn 1, DRS activated. Breaks around the 7th meter board in turn 1, doesn't take any curb, takes a lot of curb on the outside, a bit not applied it at all, as you could be there. Takes it very nicely, a bit wide, very wide, he's invalidated.
Canal turned into Hosty then, did you? Jesus Christ, you've been practicing.
Instead we have Halliday on the left, went to the second DRS straight to the left already.
I mean, we'll still be watching Sofa Racer on the stream, but everyone just imagine Halliday. Just imagine where he is. Jay, explain where he is. Come on.
Halliday's now coming round the corner to go into the... I don't know what I call it, so I haven't got a track map on my iPad because I'm watching the Man United game. It's no, it's a long back straight. It's a very, very long one, if you get me. Round the Little King, or to the two Little Kings.
We are on board with Halliday.
He now comes into the hairpin. It's around the 50-meter board. It's a tiny
He
bit
is
deeper. He
catching Sofa
covers it
Racer
well.
quite quickly.
Sofa
He
Racer has
slips a little bit.
invalidated.
Sofa Racer has invalidated, so he definitely needs to move out of the way of Halliday. As Halliday comes flying through. He sets a
Nearly hits the wall
purple
there,
time.
Jesus. This is
There's
just
been a
like
couple
I
of people
hate.
who have. Oh, this is the only set that I get on with, in all honesty.
He's taking it quite nicely, to be fair to him. Now around the second to last corner, then around the final corner, what's been the benchmark time so far? I've raced that before. I'm running in career mode. As SLR Taylor goes first by a second there. Good luck from him. Shadow Viper a second quicker than him.
Yeah.
SLR
Very
next.
quick lap there.
Halliday.
Dear.
Oh.
Halliday
Is he out?
out. He smashed
He's-
into the wall at the end of turn 3.
His batteries died and went straight into the wall.
Oh no.
I'm just guessing, actually. I don't know.
Jumped on with Mike Legend
Mike
as he
the
does a
Twat. Formerly known
1:06.5
as-
into the last sector.
Well, we've got Shaggy in our track. Wasn't me. Where can Mike go? Off 35
He goes
1.
for- There is
Mike
time to be
D12.
found in that from Mike.
Slow races on his lap. 6-3. He's running out of the odd fuel though.
Has anyone actually carried on?
Josh, where have you and Dan qualified?
I was banned.
Oh yeah, true. That's a good point. Where did
Yeah,
Dan qualify?
thanks for
Taylor comes back
reminding
into
me.
the pit.
Thanks for reminding me.
Where
Savage.
did Dan qualify?
Savage is going very slow.
11th or 12th?
Ah, that's not
I
bad.
believe Dan is 12.
I
Very
can't
good
remember.
from all the good old
Sofa race.
Fanny there.
Me and Fanny in the
35.8.
BTEC Reynolds.
Indeed.
Sorry, the
Hughes is now on his way out.
updated
Billy
BTEC
is
Reynolds.
currently on an outlap.
Oh, the cleaner.
Reese, I believe, is on
The
a
come cleaner.
slow
Sweated
down
in
lap,
Q2.
but he is
finished
still pushing
first.
quite hard, Reese.
Reese is lagging a bit.
Yeah.
Nice McDonald's
Seems
Wi-Fi.
alright for me at this moment.
Jay.
What was the tempo?
Jay.
He's gone fastest in the first sector.
The come cleaner sweated in Q2. Finished P1.
Oh. Was he on top
With-
and everyone else was a medium by any chance?
How would you know?
There are a couple on softs.
With Mike the Twat doing a very odd strategy. That's all I'll say. It was very odd.
Yeah, Mike sandbagged right as he come out of the last corner. That was very odd.
Josh, who do you support?
That's Bolton, mate. Bolton Bridge.
Bolton. Oh.
Mate,
Reece
you're
Reese goes
born-
second with a
mate,
134.4.
Yeah,
The top
carry
two
on
are
with the streak.
separated by 0.002 of a
I want to see
second.
Fuse on his
Viper
outlap.
and Reese. Well, we're going to jump across to Fuse now as he comes around the final corner to start his flying lap.
Born and bred, Jay. That's what it is. Born and bred.
Oh dear. Oh, Rashford got studded in the first half for penalty.
Yeah, well.
Brian Shimpard. Fuse is a 25.3 first sector.
Quite clean, this from Fuse.
Yes, Sir Demon.
This is.
Which is odd.
Very nice work.
He's always extending the track limits somewhere.
SLR Smith saw us on the lap. Watch out for that. I'll watch SLR Smith as he rounds the second to last corner now and rounds the final corner he does now. Oh, he hits the wall. He's hit the wall on the inside. Thump is fourth. He's got a lot of time in that. He hit the wall. Lost about 5 tenths from that.
We're still with Demon as he's into the final sector now. If he can keep it clean and tidy, he should be in with pulling a good time.
Well, is it complete
Dropped it
now?
down to 4th. As he's still
corner
got quite a bit of VRS to give as well. Oh no, there we go, it's gone. And he goes only 8th with a 135.8. That is
BCFC
very
is higher
slow
than him.
considering it was quite a clean lap from himself.
Shadow Viper's gonna go
As
again.
Well,
we
there's
will
2
jump
minutes
over
left,
to-
Josh.
You are sorry?
We jump on with. Oh,
There is 2 minutes left
Dilly
in the
has
session.
invalidated
No, I
his
know, I'm
lap
saying
time,
Shadow Viper's
and
going
I
again
don't think
now.
he has any car damage.
He did hit the wall very hard from the inside.
I don't think.
He's lost an
Oh,
end
he
plate.
is missing.
End plate.
He's lost both end plates.
Grezza's coming out.
He'll be
Oh,
put
he's
into
going
the
to have to
pits,
come
Mike's
in quickly.
coming out.
Just think this
They're
will be a
both
great
already.
result for Reese and Grezza as a team.
We're going to stick with Sofa Racer as he comes around. As he's getting close to starting his.
Majesty.
Joined Stags in League 2, pal. Some very nice play, so down here. Mate, honestly, I'm tempted to go Bolton away, you know, with Stags, my local. If we get to play there. Or, because COVID. As he's a 10th up in Sofa, so that's not enough to take him anywhere but, other than about 7th. Finding a lot of time.
Right, I'm going to stay away from that group chat now because I'm just going to start a war about football, considering I don't follow anybody. I don't follow football. We will jump on board and I will start trying to commentate now
Good.
on Sofa Racer as he comes through the hairpin into the end of Sector 2.
Shadow Viper's
We'll see
gone
what time it gives
500s up in second.
Sofa Racer is 0.7 up on his time into the second sector as we go into the squirrely left, right, left, right, left, left, right, right. I can't keep track of which way you're going through the sector.
This is gonna be a quick. This is gonna be a quick time from Shadow. Wow.
134.1 from Shadow. That is quick.
I want to
Sofa
see what Reese can do.
pulls
Reese is following
a
him.
135.2, and we're going to jump on board with Reese for this, what will be his last attempt to see what happens.
Oh, and Reese
and Reese
lost
has spun.
it.
Reese is gone. Reese has lost it. Oh
Reese.
dear. Grezza. Did Grezza pull anything out as he's on a flyer?
He's already up. He's already down 200 on his Delta. Unless that's a
I'm gonna
glitch
go
with
board with
Cody's.
Mike. In the third of 5, he's at 900 down. He pulls him back in his final sector.
Grez
Grezza
is
is
a 10th down.
0.1 up. Yeah, he's 0.1 down on his time. Mike is pitting. Sofa Racer, is he going for another?
He can't.
maybe.
He don't have enough time. Hughes can't either.
He
all about
was
Grezza.
out. He was out. Grezza can't. Grezza can't.
News
He's
from Billy,
he's
we
been
will
too
go
slow.
at 8 minutes. 8 minutes past 9.
Grezza doesn't improve. We'll see whether Sofa Racer is actually on another flyer. It looks like he is by the way that he is taking Sector 3. He is very low on fuel. Will he pit? He does. That
I wonder
is
if Reese.
everybody.
Yeah, I want to say because
Reese
Reese.
will not get chance to get
No.
another lap in.
You don't think he's got the fuel? No, he doesn't.
Shady
He
beans.
doesn't.
And the time's done anyway. Timer. What a lap there from Reese. A 155.
Oh yes, definitely the best lap of the day by far.
Indeed, my lord Bim.
Yes.
Very nice. Who's your shock of qualifying then, lads?
My shock is actually SLR Taylor.
He's been actually quite quick this whole
He's
session.
been
Realised that
very
was Mace
quick.
Camden. No, it's Mace Camden.
No, I know
It
it was
is,
there.
yeah.
I know it makes Cameron is, yeah. But I was I'm very surprised he's actually in the top 3.
Commentator could have been the Shadow Viper, bit gutted on that one.
Well, I went for Reese and he spun it, so well.
Yeah.
It can't be the
I'm
commentator
gonna-
curse. I am not a commentator.
You're in the box commentating with me. That's like Paul the rest of dropping in.
Yeah, I know, but he's actually got a license and he could go into a race because he's been signed by McLaren to be the reserve.
You are racing it in a moment, sir. It's
Yeah.
exactly the same scenario.
Yeah.
And just so
Cut
you
that,
are aware,
cut
Josh, I am
that.
calling you out to Reese. So, top 10, we have Shadow Viper, Reese, Taylor, Grezza, Billy, Mike Legend, Sofa Racer, Savage, Demon, and Halliday. Halliday could potentially have been higher, but he went into the wall at turn 2.
3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. Check on the mic, get 212, 212, check my 212.
Race isn't won at turn 1. It's not, but many people can lose.
Indeed. Turn my torch off, Siri. Sand.
Right. Well, it was very fun. I enjoyed that.
Goodbye, Mr.
Good luck in the race.
I'm
Commentator curse,
gonna get banned more often. I enjoyed this.
Goodbye, Mr. Milkman.
I expect you to have
Wait, I'm
3
in a
wheels
car.
by the end of turn 2. You might want to retire, JJ.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't put a setup on. It wouldn't let me. So, we'll see how this goes.
Put it into the wall at turn 1, mate. Just go straight off.
I will say though, default strategy it has given me is medium soft. But the ultimate is a hard soft. So, I wonder what will be happening here.
I would be.
My stats on the hards.
Go on, United.
We have JJ.
Yes, he said retired.
Oh,
He said retired.
that is a shame. I was hoping they were going to let JJ race.
Oh no,
Right.
Can you try and persuade Billy for me?
Goodbye.
Shalom, goodbye. Chucky.
Take it easy, mate.
Been told to retire in the pits. Retire in the pits. Oh, I can load a setup. I might load a setup and go for a fastest lap, you know. I'm tempted.
Let everybody pull away and just be a little bit cheeky. Just do 1 lap on the fastest time and then just whoop. Bye.
Go on! Oh, go on! Score! Go on! Oh, unlucky.
Oh, I nearly put bully. I better not do that. Right, I'm muting the Friday chat until tomorrow because I just cannot be bothered with them talking about their daily runners. I've got no interest in that whatsoever. And whilst we have the quick last 2 minutes before we start off the race, I am going to...
Not gonna lie, nearly pressed for video up, but you know.
That would have been dangerous, boyo.
I know, right?
Oh,
Well,
I
set
was
up
going
on
to say,
an
why don't you
entry
leave
for
and
this.
rejoin, but because you're on the grid, I reckon he should let you be the medical car mate when the inevitable turn at inevitable smash at turn 1 happens.
Mate, exactly.
Which I'm guessing why we're on 8 spectators now. Everybody wants to see the carnage of turn 1, and I am looking forward to it so that I know what to expect for Friday in the Division 2 race.
Just saying.
Because if it is what I'm thinking, I am retiring at the start of qualifying to start last, so I avoid all of this.
But Kangaroo Danny went on the hards, and so was Frozen White. Everyone else is soft and medium. BF1 Elite soft, Halliday soft, Demon soft, Savage soft, Mike the Legend soft, and then everyone else is on mediums.
And SLR JJ is starting on the mediums.
Oh mate, no, I'm not. Don't you worry about that, Malbin. Because don't see what I'm on.
You're starting on mediums.
I won't let me go Inters. I want to pick Inters. They won't let me.
Go Inters. Alright. I'm just going to quickly run and grab a drink, mate. I shall be back.
That's fine, mate. Hello, just energy hits in my face like energy by with beans. You've seen this beautiful face by now. Let's get up, boy. This is bread. My car livery is sick for my movie play car. Oh, this is my team car. I forgot I was doing basically the last few races, so I can do a special one out for the last race. Oh dear. Dun, 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 dun. Go on, Greenwood. Press it in, Aaron. So I've ever landed from the ground. I can't see the Lord right now because I'm in a car. No, spectate. Well, Don Marco is disconnected here from Elite, which was crashing Q1, apparently. I found this out. Really well. Watch out! Oh. Bruno! Oh. Lucky Bruno, lad. Yeah. Oh, well, I think people are tired. I don't know why. Let's out from the admins. Oh, I was trying from the dislocations. No, very unexpected. The long Labrasaurus. Jesus Christ. It's like in a shadow wrap on pole. Maybe you can see that, you can see it. LG is coming in. Oh, forming good. My energy's not back yet, so I will have to do it. I cannot see a thing. You know my energy. Different. There's a burnout. Well. I don't get this, but you know, also it's evidence in the video. We have 5 red lights.
And
away we go. Away we go just in time.
Just as time to see the carnage. As we're watching as Kangaroo has jumped up to the top. Not quite sure what is
Turn
going
1
on
sent
there.
it to turn 1. The green car sent it to turn 1. The BCSU's gone off. BCSU's at the back. He's clicked him. He's going to the AI mode.
There's a lot of confusion going on now. I do not know what is going on.
The total menu is quite broke and a minute pal.
As we will jump up to Shadow Viper, who is chasing Reese. Who's getting blue flagged?
Not me. Because I haven't that far.
JJ looking at an overtaker, or is he just chilling? JJ is just chilling. Reese is building a decent gap. I think the game is glitched because there are blue flags coming out for Reese, who is in position 1. I am
Someone sent it to the head.
very confused. Yellow flags in sector 2. I'm not
Yeah, it
sure
was me.
what happened
It
there.
was me. I went
That's
to as
you.
well.
Goomba has jumped up with
Josh, someone's yellow flag ahead of me. That's not me, because I think Josh has gone
the
off.
Dark
or
Mark
Alvin
and
Marco.
Goomba have gone 13th and 14th with Frozen White, but Goomba and Dark Mark are in each other at the moment as Reese goes fastest with a
That's what she
143.9.
said. That's what she said.
Honestly, at the moment, I will be honest, Goomba's car is currently in the rear
Oh shit, I missed the
of Dark
pits.
Mark.
I missed the pits. I didn't know where they were.
May I suggest that you speak to Jeff and ask to box this lap?
Yeah, I'm
Reese has dropped to P5, but he is
He's not.
still
he's
in first place.
He's still in first, yeah. It's the game.
He's
glitched.
jumping back up to second.
Who
The
is?
game has definitely glitched.
Okay,
because it is
it's not the
showing
game,
Savage
it's
in
spectator
first.
menu. Spectator menu is glitched. In a minute, it'll set itself after like another lap bar.
Well, it's settled back up with Reese in first, Shadow Viper in second, Mike the Legend in third, Kayla in fourth, VRF1 Elite is in fifth. He's had a flying start. Billy
Fifth?
is in sixth.
Really from VRF on Elite?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And he started... And he's just jumped up to fourth. We're going to go on board with him now as he goes purple in sector 2. And we will jump across to have a look at the position change. VRF Elite has gone up 14 places in
What?
1 3/4 laps.
What a lap.
Just remember, JJ, we need you to box this lap. I repeat, box this lap.
In the words of Nico Rosberg, I would like to stay out. Just face face. I'd like to stay out.
Your pits are now straight in front of you, sir. There you go. How was it being the medical car, mate? How was it?
I mean, I wasn't ready. I never got because there wasn't that many crashes to be fair.
It was very clean through the first sector. Quite disappointed.
Same.
Reese is doing rather well. He's maintaining the gap to the car behind, which is Shadow Viper. Shadow Viper isn't too far off, and he is 1.7 seconds holding.
Oh, VF1 Leo.
He is
What's happened to
closing
Billy? Why is Billy at the back? Has he pit?
Billy has.
The
He has
hards.
fitted, yeah.
He's
He's
changed his
gone for
wing
the
then.
hards. I'm not sure what happened. I'm guessing there was contact. I wasn't looking.
Max,
But-
the F1 Elite. The F1 who's got him.
He
Well,
is
it's
going to
done
have to
mine.
change his strategy up now.
The F1
As
Elite's done
we-
Mike. That's a great move into the hairpin. The first one.
I was not watching because I was looking at Billy.
Yeah, it was a great move. Mike had the inside line, couldn't do anything to defend other than try and squeeze him out into the wall. But it was a clean overtake to be fair to the lad.
There is a
Good
nice
racing.
little train going from Demon all the way down to Halliday. There's 4 of them stacking up on the back of Demon's gearbox.
Then also
Demon's
bought
gearbox is
Kangaroo
getting
lower
quite
as well.
tight. And then we have Kangaroo, Frozen White, Savage, Clem, and Helmet Marco all fighting over P11. They are
Justin
all over
recovered
each
quite well
other.
compared to him as well.
Kangaroo and Frozen White are being obviously quite nice to each other due to the fact that they're teammates, but Kangaroo seems to be slipping out on the hards a little bit. He's having to yield a place to his teammate as he goes too deep into turn 2 into turn 3. That is going to set Savage up with DRS down that straight. Overtake firmly engaged, and he will slip to the right on the softs, and it should be done and dusted for Savage. And Kangaroo is slipping all over the place with those hards. He is really struggling. I don't know whether that is connection difference, but there is a big fight going on, and we're just going to quickly jump up to the battle for P6 and jump on board with Halliday as Grezza looks to possibly make a move. We'll jump forward with him now. And he's making a late dive down the inside, and he has to cut the corner. He will have to yield that place. He gives that back to Sofa Racer, who is doing an almighty job of defending, but he needs to make sure that he does not lose Fuse.
SLR
Halliday
Taylor's
is now
caught up.
possibly snipping.
SLR Taylor's caught up to Mike, and VF1 Elite is catching up to his teammate Shadow Viper, starting last place. Well, second to last.
Elite has just gone fastest with a 139.2.
That's a decent lap for race pace, to be fair to the lad.
As this battle for 6 continues, as Halliday gets very close to the rear end of Grezza there. Interesting to see how this is going. We'll see
Frozen
whether
White.
there is any changes. Sofa is going on Fuse. Fuse has been overtaken by Sofa on the mediums.
VF1 Elite's going to make a move
doesn't
out,
quite
I
have
reckon,
the
Shadow
pace.
Viper. So he goes to the hairpin, he's got DRS now.
We've jumped up to VRF Elite, and we will have to jump back down very quickly. I would have thought they'd have been nice to each other, especially as VRF Elite is on the softs.
It's called Back of Dreams. Called Back
I'm
of
putting it in
Dreams
the oven,
from
isn't it?
Shadow Viper.
I've been about 10 minutes now.
There's no way I've been sat here for 10 minutes. Oh, wait, I've been sat here for 10 minutes. Right?
Wait, what a dickhead.
BRB, the missus is shouting at me.
Hey. Oh, Shadow Viper has a little moment going through the one of the right-handers on the inside curve. He's out of yield position now. Remember, he has got a different strategy. That's how he's now caught up to Mike. There's also a little train going on from Sheldon Fraser and Halliday and Demon are side by side. So it's just a half spin. Demon squeezed him off there. Demon is struggling here. Demon is putting out all stuff and boom. Very attacking today. Someone could say Dirty and Sofa Racer hit the wall. Sofa Racer not lost Empire, I don't think. But he will go for the move on Demon here. Pulls to the inside, Demon does, as Sofa Racer takes 6th place off him. Still side by side. Going all the way to 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, Sofa Racer's had a moment. I don't think he's been touched in the rear end, but then Grezza now pounce on him. It's great racing here, great racing indeed. Great racing here from Halliday, Separator, Graza and Demon here. Once by the part that you can deal with a DRS train. Goomba as the ghosts. Go to 6th place, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. There's a whole battle going on there. They'll all be 4 wide. They've been 4 wide for... Oh, Demon came on the track unsafely.
Oh, that's damage. That is damage on...
Demon came on the track unsafely there. He definitely came on the track unsafely. That's his fault indeed there. His fault completely that.
As Fuse definitely pits, so we're going to
he's lost both endplates.
Greza now. Greza's lost a bit of time to Sofa Racer and Halliday, who are still fighting with each other a little bit. SLR
Indeed.
Taylor is creeping in slowly against Mike Legend. We'll just bring up the interval times.
So look at a quick.
As VRF Elite is now within DRS range of Reese, 0.8 as they go into the longest straight in history.
All of them. Atlantic didn't make anything this time.
Neither of them are using overtake, which means VRF Elite is going to have to wait until possibly... Look how close VRF Elite has just got to Reese. Just off that braking point. You can see the difference. Very, very tidy from Reese, and we're just going to jump back and watch it from on board with VRF Elite as he's coming through that 3rd sector. The dirty air of Reese, you can see how that is affecting the front end of VRF Elite. He's doing well to control it though. We'll give him that.
And he
controlled that
is on the pad as well.
Is he?
VRF Elite.
Ooh,
and Charlie
Reese has
both on the
gone
pad.
defensive. Oh wow. Reese went a bit defensive early there. I don't think he was expecting VRF Elite to be so far behind as Taylor has finally taken over on Mike the Legend.
Mike's pit.
But
Mike's
that is due to Mike Pitt.
So is Halliday.
Pit window is now open for
The mediums.
strategy with the mediums. I would have thought the soft tyre people would have had the same notification as well, or has the pit window already open for those?
Mike's come out in
They're
a very
all the
impressive
same.
8th then, to be fair to him.
Viper is a lot closer now. He should have the DRS on Reese. As they ping the wing open now, and Reese is under a lot of pressure as Elite has gone. Elite has got him. Will Mike be able to Reese be able to do the switch back? No, he doesn't. He has to yield that place completely there. Different strategies. It's gonna have to be a smart game from Reese with the dirty air. Fair play to VR Elite. He
just
has
sticks
jumped
with
up
him.
From.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily have to stick with him. He has to stay within, I would say,
second.
probably about 5
DRS
seconds.
range.
He's keeping DRS range. Drop to about a second and keep the tyres cool. Keep the engine cool. Maybe drop to 5 seconds if he needs to because he is on that slower tyre. But VRF Elite should be coming to the end of his life. We will just jump across to the position change. And VRF Elite started 18th and he is now in 1st. He has changed. Gone up 17 positions at this moment.
Josh Clem's changed his wing in the plum last there. Bad showing for him.
Yeah, Clem has changed his wing and he's got the leaders actually catching up on him. VRF Elite is actually coming up to lap Josh, so he will be getting blue flags very, very soon.
He is now.
Thought.
He is now getting blue flags now.
He is ghosted.
Ghosting is on, so it's all good. They can just drive straight through him without compromising their own races. As Reese is now catching back up to him, as Buckhangeroo pit, and so does Hamilton. But Demon's hit the wall. Demon's lost the end plate last corner. Oh, it's all end plate, it's gone. Demon. Last corner, just flicked to him the right time there.
Oh, very deep from Demon. We're just going to jump back up to Reese as he's getting very close to Elite, but he's not close enough to make a challenge. Going into the hairpin at the end of Sector 2.
Reese does have the ERS advantage, but and he might have the tire. He does have the tire races as well because the softs do wear out quite quickly around here.
I am surprised that VRF is still going as strong as he is on the softs on 8 lap old.
Won't be surprised if we don't pit this lap.
As we jump to Sofa Racer, who is chasing Grezza.
VF1 Elite staying out.
He's still staying out. That is interesting. We're on board with Sofa Racer as he chases Grezza, who has a very squirrely sector going in through Sector 3.
VF1 Elite's pit window is now open for his personal one into the next 2 laps. Medium 2-stop strategy.
Right. Interesting. Is there any other close battles going on? We're going to jump back to Gumba and Mark, who are actually battling
both disconnected.
a lot.
They're both disconnected.
They both disconnected.
They both left. They both left. Joe Mark's the guy that was left, and yeah, this the lead chat, and Danny called him a bad end. It's that one. As Savage and Demon both hit. Been a solid start for Danny. Gained 3 positions.
Reese is getting close to VRF Elite. He's still not close enough
Ooh,
to
nearly breaks his
actually
template
have
in
a
his rear
go.
end there.
But you can see that the tyres are starting to go for VRF Elite now. He is starting to struggle a little bit. Reese is starting to wheel him in.
Front right railing. Especially because it's an anti-clockwise circuit. There's going to be more left-handers than right-handers.
Look at the rears on VRF Elite.
The anti-clockwise circuit is right-hand side tyres going to get absolutely beaten here tonight. And next weekend on Friday.
As VRF Elite pits and Reese will take over the lead.
When do you reckon the medium runners will pit and onto what tyre? Odds or softs? That's the question.
It all depends. I reckon Reese will probably double stop. Starting on the mediums, I reckon he'll do a soft.
Taylor's in on the mediums. Off the mediums. Well, that's an early stop for a medium tyre there.
That is an early stop, unless he is stopping for hards.
Well, no,
he's not. He's putting softs on.
Pit window is open.
He's putting
softs.
Oh, he's had to replace his wing. He's getting his wing replaced as well. That's a lot of time he's losing. A lot of time. And he has an issue where he has... Oh, I think that might have been connection there where he suddenly jumps out. Halliday is now going to be taking over P7 as we will jump back up to Reese and Shadow Viper, 3 seconds apart on the same tyre compound. With VRF Elite on fresh
Helmut
set
Marco's
of the same tyre compound.
catching up to Buck Kangaroo for 14th place. Both from fresh set tyres.
Both on fresh tyres, but Marco is on the softer compound, so he should, in theory, have the advantage. As we will jump forward to Buck Kangaroo and look in the rear as... Ooh, helmet went a little bit deep there.
Might have compromised.
Kangaroo can keep it clean. Kangaroo will just maybe be outside of the DRS range from his teammate, so he will not get that DRS assist.
Yeah, he will on back straight though.
But Helmet Marco will have that DRS, so DRS will be aiding Marco as he gets closer to Kangaroo, who is being now held up by his teammate. Really, they both need to be in overtake mode and high fuel mode, as we will go on board with Frozen to watch the battle between Buck Kangaroo and Helmet Marco themselves. Helmet Marco is lurking back a little bit. That DRS is helping keep Buck Kangaroo in front. Frozen and Buck Kangaroo need to work together.
As Frozen might overcook the corner, he's
he's hit the wall. I don't know whether he has any damage. It doesn't.
No,
look
he doesn't.
Like it.
He doesn't.
I think he got away with it. That is unfortunate for Frozen White. I think he was watching it.
He tried to give his teammate too much room there.
But that again has actually brought Helmet Marco
So-
into play with Kangaroo.
So
As
far,
Savage
is
goes
now in
fastest with the
8th place after a pit
138.9.
stop.
I think that's the closest battle we have going on at the moment. And Reese and Shadow Viper have lost out to VRF Elite, who is now 2 seconds in the lead after Reese and Shadow Viper have pitted.
Undercut.
But Reese and
Undercut.
Shadow Viper are on the soft tyres, so they will have the fastest. So they are going to have to get a move on and get up there. Still on board now with Helmet Marco, as we
Frozen White's pit.
Frozen White has pitted. He is obviously not getting on with those medium
He's
tyres.
changing his wing.
Kangaroo is completely exposed. Oh, Helmet Marco backed out. It's well held by Kangaroo. Fair play to him. He's going to be a sitting duck on this big back straight though. You would expect Helmet Marco to have this move done and dusted well before the end of this straight. As it looks like he's actually going to get the move done. Oh, that DRS. Oh, that's a little bit mean from Kangaroo there. He tucked it tight rather quick. Is he going to push him all the way on the inside as well? He is. He's pushing him. But Marco's pushing back. Marco's gone deep.
No, he's in the wall.
And Helmet Marco's gone in the wall.
Kangaroo's in the wall.
Helmet Marco's in the wall.
Kangaroo.
Oh, no.
But Kangaroo's in the wall. He's lost his right hand plate as well. He definitely clipped that. That's the one thing for sure.
That is, whose fault do you reckon that was there? Was that Marco's?
I reckon that's a racing incident because they both were squeezing each other on the straight. But Kangaroo's on the main
Yeah.
straight, so pushing each other in the helmet back
Yeah,
if you would.
Kangaroo. And we're going to quickly jump up with Reese as he is getting close to VRF Elite now
Oh,
into
close.
that same corner. Oh, did they touch? I'm not sure.
Let's go for the move anyway.
He's going for the move around the outside. That's brave. Oh no! Oh no! That is VRF's fault. That has to be all over VRF because he squeezed Reese completely. Then there was nothing Reese could do to move out that way there.
There was definitely a move there for Reese, but he could have been a bit smart there and waited. But
Reese was already halfway up the side of him. That you can't. I'm going to say no. That's not Reese's fault there. That is got to be on Viper there.
I have clipped it for. I have clipped it.
Yeah. I will be back in a moment. My dinner is ready.
That's fine, bro. Well, Elite has lost a left end plate as well. He's going to be very slow. He's got a hard probably to the end of the race. Hello, got past Ezra, who's pit as well. As VF1 Elite is not playing for a mid one Shadow Viper, really good for it. I think it's a. No, Shadow, sorry. Bit too far back, I think. He's letting him through. He's left him through. You knew if you lifted about that, he had damage.
So
Yeah,
Reese
what-
is now going to be going to the end of the race, isn't he?
VF1 Elite has let his teammates through because of the damage they sustained on his right template. That's a fact for you.
That is. I wonder whether there was anything that come up for that one. No. But Kangaroo got a speed in the pit lane warning at 5-second time penalty, plus a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. So Shadow Viper is now leading outright.
Yeah,
VRF
because
Elite
his
following.
teammate let him through. VF1 Elite let him through because of the damage he sustained in his right, his left front, sorry, left template.
Sofa Racer is still chasing after Taylor, with Halliday not too far behind on different tyres. That's unfortunate for Reese there. He was having a good race.
He can still claw it back
But
up.
he can still claw it back up, but he has to. I'm with Reese on that one 100%. He was halfway up the side of VRF's car going into that corner. VRF just moved over too much, and Reese couldn't do anything. If he'd have backed out, he'd have caused the crash anyway.
Racing
It was
incident, I would
unfortunate.
have to say, yeah. Racing incident or a very minor penalty for VRF1. But then again, his
It
penalty,
would.
his penalty would be losing his template. That you paid the price for it.
That is one to go to the stewards, but as personally, I would put the blame on VRF there. Reese wasn't in a position to go anywhere. He was alongside VRF Elite for a long while.
VRF1 Elite's pit. There's a pit.
He has pit.
Changing
This
wing
is
maybe?
potentially going to bring him back out with Reese as well.
Who's lost it?
It might
It's
be
Danny.
changed.
Danny. He spun it.
Danny's lost it, is he? Oh dear.
He's spun it. He's facing the wrong way.
As VRF Elite does change his wing, Mike Legend moves up into the silver spot, and Taylor moves into bronze, with Sophie Racer moving up into the best of the rest there. And Greza passes. He has passed Halliday. And Reese has passed as well. Halliday has been squeezed out by Reese. Reese is definitely trying to make ground there. As VRF Elite has come out right behind both of them, and he's already touched Halliday. Oh dear. And
He's lost his end plate,
He's
I
on the
think.
soft. He's lost his end plate again.
No, he hasn't. Sorry, he hasn't.
He hasn't. He still has it. As Halliday defends hard, but surely he's got to yield. Yes, he does. Halliday being wise there, making sure that he doesn't interfere with somebody who isn't really part of his race. Now this is going to be interesting again. VRF Elite against Reese, with Reese actually leading. Does Reese have DRS? He does have DRS off of his teammate. Well,
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. He's having to use all of the overtake there, and VRF Elite is coming back at him. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Reese is fighting. Reese is fighting hard. They do touch. Reese has kept it clean. If this is going to be a repeat of the last incident, he's squeezing again. Oh dear. VRF Elite is having a nightmare. He's touched Greza and Reese in the space of two corners there. I'm surprised he still has the end plate on his wing after that touch with Greza. He is pushing his luck, I think, personally, is VRF Elite there. As Reese is showing how to drift a Formula 1 car, apparently.
The handbrake on.
Nothing wrong with a bit of handbrake. As Reese goes very deep, and that's opened the door for VRF Elite. Ooh, he's going to try and do the cutback. Reese has to make sure. VRF Elite actually backs out, which is smart. Oh, he's touched Reese again. And we will jump up with Reese and watch it on the back. Who has DRS himself, but surely on those softs, VRF should have the advantage. Oh, he backs out of it. There is a very. This is going to be a very tense couple of laps here. And I'm sure Reese is going to be screaming at Greza to get a move on and get out of there. As Greza, oh, is Greza going to be passed? Greza is going to be passed. Oh dear, oh dear. We will jump up with Reese, who is going to push. We'll drop in with Elite, who backs off completely as Reese gets very slow and gets touched again by VRF.
I think
This
that was
is
like.
a very.
That was like.
That might have been a bit of lag. We do have to remember Reese's connection there.
Reese is still waiting for his Wi-Fi. He's got a hotspot.
Shadow Viper leaves the
set.
section. Oh dear, oh dear. That is
Unless he joins
not
quickly,
good.
Mike will take the lead.
Are people allowed to rejoin in these?
I don't know, he's not. Mike will take the lead.
As Reese cuts off the wall, I'm not sure whether that might have been a little bit of lag there. As VRF is still chasing him. They are getting so close together, these two. It's already almost ended in tears. I reckon it could do again, you know.
I
If
have
this
a
is
gut
not
feeling.
done well. This is pushing it, as VRF Elite is now going to surely have Reese. He doesn't have the speed down the straight, even with DRS open.
Reese has
Even with
lower
DRS
wings
open.
for sure.
Oh, getting very tight.
Reese has lower
DRF
wings.
Elite had to
definitely.
back off there. As there is the ghosted car of Darker Mark up ahead there. And VRF Elite does not have the straight line speed. He does not have the straight line speed at all here. Yellow flag in sector 2, I'm not sure who that is for.
That was for these guys going too slowly on the apex. Savage and Smith, Savage and
DRS.
Smith.
They are all over each other. As I will try and keep an eye on the
Takes position.
Savage, looking at coming back at him though. Smith goes into the pitch, so Savage will take that position from him.
Smith fast
And Smith gets a... Ooh. That's going to be rough. That is one thing that all the racers do need to watch out for. That pit lane marker board comes up very sharply. As we jump back with VRF Elite, as he attempts once more to go for Reese, who has a great straight line speed, but Reese seems to be sandbagging a little bit. Just enough there from Reese just to stay ahead for now. As Elite dives it down the inside. That is a very strange position there to dive it, as Reese is alongside. Surely they touched. Surely they touched.
They did.
Does Reese have a DR? Reese does have DRS back. So will Reese be able to come back, as VRF is all over the track trying to defend? Can Reese get the distance? No, VRF on the inside. Reese squeezed out. And that is going to cost Reese a bit of time there. Surely now Reese will settle behind him. He's got to, hasn't he? VRF Elite does have to settle again, pit again, as Kangaroo gets another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Shadow Viper is still in first place. I'm guessing he is back. No, it's still his Ghost.
Take a little bit.
There's Josh, which I'm guessing is Shadow Viper, has asked the question. I'm not sure who's going to be able to answer him, in all honesty.
I'm one of the other. I'll have to fight him. I'm gonna say.
There's 8 laps to go. That's going to be one for your call there. As Reese has now dropped outside of the DRS window on VRF Elite, who might, if he's lucky, a 3-second time penalty for Danny for corner cutting. VRF Elite is potentially chasing after Sofa Racer. Savage as well is going, got a penalty for corner cutting somehow. VRF Elite is now up into 3rd place after taking over Sofa Racer.
Oh, I'm gonna join Billy's party and ask him. 2 secs.
No worries. Not sure what happened there, but there are some complaints about SLR Taylor, which we will find out hopefully about that later. As DRF Elite Frozen White has retired from the session. I wonder what happened there. We will see whether we could possibly get some information from there. On board with Reese. As Shadow Viper has been permitted a return. As I will pause a second just to quickly pop JJ an invitation back, as he did pop across to check with the admins whether Demon could rejoin. Is JJ hiding offline? I think he actually is, which is a pain in the backside, but we will find what we can there. Where is JJ? I'm looking for him. Sorry, everybody. There we go, I am back with you now. VRF Elite is up in first place with a 5-second gap to Reese. Greza 3 seconds behind there. Mike Legend in 4th, with SLR Taylor getting close behind. Does Taylor have any damage? No, he doesn't. Okay. Shadow Viper still in 6th. JJ, you have any information on...
He is allowed to join back.
Any information on what Frozen White has commented about Taylor driving him into the wall at all?
I've not seen anything on track, but I don't know. What's your safety going on?
Oh dear, Sofa Racer has just off the wall and lost both of his end plates, which is going to put Smith right on his tail. It's not what Sofa Racer needs right now. He is being put under a lot of pressure as he goes very wide due to having no downforce. That is a given place for SLR Smith. He does have the DRS, which is going to pull him back in a little bit, but he does not have a downforce on the front anymore. Because Halliday is a couple of seconds behind there. Everybody seems to be settling. There's no real fight going on apart from Sofa Racer and Smith, who I'm expecting will completely change. There is... He's pulling back a little bit, but he just won't have the downforce on. Sofa Racer may be popping into pit for the fastest lap. Would you think?
More than likely.
He's got... I don't know whether he's got the time. He might have the time to Savage. He might finish just behind Savage, who has pitted for a fresh set, so I'm guessing he is going to be going for the fastest lap time as well to get that extra point there. Well, you'll see what Sofa Racer does as he comes up to the pit entrance now. He stays out. He's chosen to stay out. He is on... I think that might be a glitch, but it's saying that he is on tyres that are 0 laps old. So unless he has actually just come into the pit in the last lap. That is interesting, as there is no real fight going on. We will jump forward to have a quick look at VRF Elite as he comes into the hairpin. Everything seems to have settled off quite well. Now I think this is how it's going to stay for the majority of the race.
Mike is catching though.
Mike will catch up, yeah, he'll be right at the end, and don't count out SLR Taylor with Mike either. He's going to be pushing on the end. VRF Elite is in control. Who have you got for driver of the day at the moment there, Jay?
That's it, Mike. Drove a consistent race. Shot later racing. But we have to take a game picks, so I don't know who's best after we pick, but we can pick our own. Well, it will definitely be VRF Elite. Who will the game
VRF
say?
Elite will get picked by the game.
I would have
So
to
I
say
don't think
Mike.
he got a penalty for anything. And Mike
Mike.
hasn't had a penalty at all himself.
Mike drove a very consistent race in my books. Very calm from him.
If we have a look, he has gained 2 positions from his grid spot, but he has been consistent, you are right, and he is in control. We will jump over to him now. Is Shadow Viper again is dropped down. I'm not sure whether Shadow Viper has actually returned, because he is still ghosted. There might be a bit of contention going on after the race with all this, as we are on board with Mike as he goes down the back straight of Hanoi into the most awkward braking zone in the world, into a dodgy hairpin. Lap 24 of 28, and VRR Elite starts his... He's getting to... Apologies, he's getting to the end of lap 24, so he'll be starting lap 25. There are 4 laps left of this race.
I reckon Mike could get a parody miss. Sure.
You calling Mike for a pody?
Yeah. If he does, he's definitely got my driver of the day.
We will
He
stick
not
on
there
board
all
with
race.
Mike for a little while then, because you can now
So
actually
for race
see
it is
Greza
closer to
in
Shadow.
front of him. Shadow Viper is ghosted at this moment as well, remember. I do not believe Shadow Viper has returned. No, he still has not. Sofa Racer will pass Shadow Viper due to the fact that he is on Ghost AI. And we'll jump back to Mike, as it seems to kind of be settling now. Greza might just be ramping up the engine a little bit just to push that a little bit more, just to make sure that Mike does have a bit of a scrap on his hand if it does happen. He does have 4 laps as he goes very aggressive over the curbs onto the long loop round hairpin to the back straight. The straight is that long that you can actually see 3 or 4 cars from on board. Greza is now a tiny little dot, as I believe that is one of the back markers of Gumba, or the Dark Mark, who is ahead of him.
Still quite down until now, because Mike is getting close to a DRS range.
He is getting closer through this last sector. Greza's tyres are 10 laps old and Mike is only on 3 lap old softs. Mike should have a lot of pace compared. Not seeing much action anywhere else on the timing screens. Everybody seems to have settled into their final points. Helmut Marko will not be able to catch Savage to gain that last point. So Savage in theory could pit if he does have another set of softs and try and go for that extra point at the fastest lap, because he does have a 30-second gap to Helmut Marko. So he does have a free pit stop there. As we are still on board with Mike as he is getting closer. He's lost a little bit of time going through that chicane there by bouncing over the curb, but he is now possibly going to have DRS. I'm not sure whether he was in for the detection zone.
I think he's just out.
I think he might have just... No, he does have DRS. He does have DRS. He's going to pop that wing open now, and he's going to be overtaken all the way down that back straight. He is going to have a lack of ERS going into the rest of the lap, as Greza is on full ERS. He does have 89% power
Savage
on that
got past
ERS
Halliday.
mode. Savage has got past Halliday. That must have been a mistake from Halliday there. It must have been a mistake on those 7 lap old tyres. Is Halliday going to have a look? He will have DRS, but Savage is also getting close to Shadow Viper, so he does have DRS off of Shadow Viper for that. Halliday is not going to be able to overtake Savage there. He will get Shadow Viper, of course. So will Helmut Marko? No, he's 2 laps. He's going to be too slow. Helmut Marko won't be able to get another place. As we're going to jump back with Mike Legend, as he is still chasing that last podium spot from Greza, who is on full charge of ERS. I'm not sure whether he's forgotten that ERS actually exists, or he is doing it deliberately for that back straight fight. Yep. Greza is using all of that ERS down that back straight, and Mike just does not have the ERS to use. He's having to try and save. Greza has played this well. He's kept that from. I think he's going to have kept that podium from Mike there. It's a good solid effort from Mike. I'm going to stick with him for the end of the race, right up until VRF Elite is getting close to finishing. I expect VRF will be crossing the last lap very soon.
No.
The VRF now starts his final lap of the race, as we're still on board with Mike Legend as he drops a little bit further away from Greza there, and we should have the speed. This is going to be the only chance now that Mike has these next two, but Greza does have 70% of ERS. He is going to be using that all the way down along the ERS straights. Mike needs to be using his ERS. He's getting closer. He's going to save all of his ERS for that last straight. Greza does have 57%, so Greza, if he can get it on early, will be able to have the distance. I think Greza does have slightly less wing than Mike. We are on board with Mike as he is using all of that overtake as much as he can. He's going to have to let it run completely, as Greza seems a little bit wormy on the track, just to try and keep Mike the Legend away.
Oh my god, send it! Oh Mike, send it!
Oh, they do touch, They do touch, and is that damage on Mike the Legend? No, he's got away without it. He's still looking, Is he going to go for the lunge? No, he thought about it. I think Greza moved under braking there. That's a little bit of a questionable move from Greza on that one. I'm a little bit inclined to say that.
Does Greza have any pens? As the Elite wins the Grand Prix from SLR
Elite has won.
Actually, Reese is much over the day.
Reese made it back up to second place. That was a good battle there, but questions from Reese to VR Elite, I am sure. Greza did. I think Mike may make a question for deliberate movement under braking on that, as we watch on board with SLR Smith as he comes round.
I've invited all the top 3 for your left.
Last. That is absolutely fine. VRF is now in the party as we watch as Sofa Racer as coming through the last corner there. Savage as well. Savage pulls in 8th. Halliday will take 9th. And Shadow Viper will take the last point on AI.
Anyway, good ratings, make sure the audio is included for these. We'll start with the winner, the other Elite. Focus for your race, and more important, that incident with Reese, where you had
qualifying crashed. Started at 8th, was up to, don't know, 8th by the end of lap 1. Then, because everybody was starting on mediums, I had to pace and everybody being on the softs. And yeah, he came out of the pits after putting on the mediums, and then when he came out of the softs, I knew he was going to be quicker. And when he was up behind me, coming out of the hairpin, he came up alongside on the left hand side on the outside of the corner, and as I was on the racing line, as I was looking on the outside, I noticed that the verge of the wall that going into that corner comes out, and as soon as I noticed that, I knew there was going to be an accident. So I'll take the blame on that one for moving too far across to defend it. But yeah, we still finished first and second, so I mean it didn't make a difference in the end. But you know, it would have been nice to have a battle with him for the last 11, 10 laps of the race, but yeah, these things happen sometimes, but yeah, sorry to him.
Well, let's talk to Reese. Reese, what's your verdict on that?
Well, I mean, it's just up to Billy and that to decide, but yeah, I knew I had
And
more
me.
grip coming out of, but I knew
I didn't clip
I
it,
didn't want
so it's all
to.
good.
Yeah, I didn't want to go make the move on the hairpin bit because I knew I'd have the traction coming out of the exit side by side. I was thinking that he was squeezing me quite a bit, so I was about to back out, but by that point it was too late and the wall was there. We just yeah.
Well, you still got second place. That is a good recovery from YouTube, then, to be fair.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Shadow Viper left, and that it's even more annoying that the glitch still isn't sorted so that you can even enjoy it back. So, unfortunate.
Oh
for
no,
him.
Billy was prepared to let him join back, but Billy said he can do more.
So it's
He
a
only
shame
said
that he
he's
lost
gone
connection.
because of your dodgy ass connection.
My hotspot.
Your Wi-Fi. Yeah, your hotspot.
Got some good constructors points there though, Reese.
That is very true. You were very quick throughout, and I was glad of that. I saw Mike was catching you, and I was in a party with Mike. I was like, Mike, don't you dare! I was fuck off.
Oh, it was horrible. I think I'm the only one stopper, was I? He was 2 seconds a lap quicker, and he caught me with 2 laps to go. But I looked like I had 99% ERS, but I just saved it. I just launched on the log straight away for the last 2 laps and managed to stay ahead. Oh.
Yeah, finally, I was able to score some points for our team as well. So.
I was trying to get out of the way of you, like when you were fighting. Honestly, I knew you could get ahead of me at some point.
One corner. Because we were on board with Josh as he was battling you at the end there. First corner in sector 3. From being on board with you, looking back, it looks like you move under braking to cut him off as he tries to make a lunge down the inside. What was your view on that as you went through that?
Who's that for?
Lap 27 for Grezza. For Grezza. Lap 27
Was
when
it
Mike
VRF
was
or
right
Elite?
up you. No. It was Grezza against blah, 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 blah. Mike Legend.
Oh,
Mike
yes, I
Legend.
remember.
He was lap 27. We were on board with you looking backwards and going into the first corner on sector 3. It looks like he moved under braking as he went to dive down the inside as was going to be a bit of a lunge anyway, but it did look like you moved under braking. What was it like for you? Were you moving under braking there, or was that?
Well, I didn't think he was going to have a go at me, but I sort of moved to the middle of the road just to cover anything in case he was going to. I didn't think he was going to lunge. I was just... It wasn't intention to move under braking. I thought I was moving just before, but I don't know. I'll have to watch it back, to be honest.
That's fair.
I think that's it.
Just thought I'd get your side of it on the stream before anything else, seen as it was.
Yeah, if I did
of a
anything wrong,
talking
I'll
point during
admit it
commentary.
and say sorry, but you know, I'm honest enough, but I'll have a look at it.
Oh, thanks for coming, JJ.
Is that everyone off?
That is apparently. What is going on now? Is there qualifying for Hungary going on, or is that just an open lobby for everybody?
I'm guessing they're just having a little after race, imagine.
Right. So
Yeah, it won't be anything important.
In that case, I will end the stream there.